How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are crawling with Akashic and the valleys are full of ether?
How indeed. My men and I lost an entire day avoiding a flood that wasn't there a fortnight ago.
Clive? But if you're here, where the hell is everyone else? Don't tell me.
They're all right. But it's a long story.
You lot don't do things by halves, do you? Well, at least everyone's still breathing. Now, as for these writings, I'm sorry to say, Clive, but if you had those, you'd be...
Sitting under a pile of rubble, I know.
But we were able to save a few bits and pieces from the ruins, most of which ended up being used to build this place. The more personal items we gave to the next of kin. In the case of Sid's things, that would have been mid.
Then I'll check the workshop.
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone,
Do you think Mid's ship will ever sail?
This looks like it's from Sid's old diary. But you'll already have read it. I'd better keep looking.
I know this is your hide.
What do we have here? Oh. Sid's pipes. Something tells me Mid won't be needing these.
We've had no word from Canva for days. Please tell me Mid is all right.
remember seeing this doll in Cid's cellar. I wonder if it was Mid's. Huh. What's this tucked inside it? Cid's best invention. Huh. That sounds promising. So Cid hid something in Mid's first opus. But what would that be? Perhaps Otto might know.
Master Cid, have you seen His Highness the Prince? We were to dine together, or so I was going to suggest. Before he vanished, that is. I suppose now I'll just have to ask Bard.
Well, did you find anything?
Possibly. You wouldn't happen to know what Mid's first opus was?
Opus? That girl's as tone deaf as a banshee. Unless you mean the orchestrion. She couldn't have been more than, what, 11, 12 when she cobbled that thing together? It surprised us all. Not least her dad. You should have seen how proud he was of the little scamp. What's that battered old box have to do with anything?
I think Cid may have hidden something inside it.
Wouldn't surprise me. Those two and their bloody treasure hunts. Half the things in the hideaway were hidden one time or another.
Cole said it was an army of Akashi.
I didn't break it. Well, I didn't break it.
What didn't you break?
Nothing. We didn't break nothing. We definitely didn't break the orchestrion.
What's wrong with it?
It's broken. Except when it isn't. See?
And you had nothing?
Nope. We just wanted to listen to all, so we pressed all the buttons. Like this. See?
All right. Something caught on one of the gears.
Did you break it? Can you fix it?
No, I mean, yeah. There. How about now?
You fixed it! Sid fixed it! He more than fixed it! Yeah, new...
Never heard this one before.
They started playing when I removed this. Whatever it is.
Well, don't look at me. I can tell you it's important, though. Cid showed it to me once and said as much. Said it was the stuff dreams were made of. Let's just hope it's the stuff ships are made of as well.
Indeed. Let's see if we can make some dreams come true.
Just the two I was looking for.
Aye, aye. Who's a patient?
Actually, yes. The Crown Prince just left.
Dion left.
Unless you've another word for stood up and walked off. Yes, left. He did have the decency to leave a message with Obelisk before commandeering one of his dinghies. Should we go after him?
No. We're not the Prince's keepers. He's free to do as he sees fit.
I'd rather he did so in bed. His wounds are nowhere near healed. Much like yours, I suspect. Otto told me what happened in Canver. What is it with this realm's princes and their aversion to rest?
Ask me when I get back. Though I may be sometime.
Then at least try to stay safe.
And if that fails, try to stay alive, eh?
Every moment I waste here, the further the flagship sails. I have to get back.
If it's knowledge you seek, we've
He's a surly soaker.
Cid, do you recall the flowers I had you bring back to the yard? Vague, I'm afraid. I fear this, however, I'm going to marry the Morganbeards. Morbles are possessed of a high... I believe the Endeavor... That is correct. As for them, why...
How timely.
Well...
Cole said it was an army of Akashi.
All right, Clive. Blackthorn told me you helped. Speaking of...
Worried about him.
Afraid so. It's a bit of a funny one, this. So, try as I might, I can't... And... See...
I'd speak to him. Well...
Cheers, Clive.
I'll be sure to...
All right.
Glory to Griga.
What's happened?
Talia's busy working herself into... I've tried offering to see to him in her stead, but Clive, will you talk?
I know better than talk.
Thank...
Well, Talia, we all admire...
I will. Until then, we owe him that much.
Who is he?
Someone from my past. It won't be much longer. If I had the tears...
How would tears help this man?
Not my tears. Tears of mercy.
You wouldn't. There must be something we...
Sometimes an easy death is the greatest. You do well to remember that, Rodrigue.
we have. I can make the drop.
Just tell me what you need.
There is a species. Bring me one of their eyes. I'll make sure.
Thank you, Clive. I won't forget this.
Bloody.
That remains to be. August tells me that the sight of it clearly.
Come on, mate. Bottling it up. If it weren't the...
It brought back...
Memories of what?
There are things.
And sometimes it...
Don't be like...
Fine. If it'll get you off my... That ring you flat. We apprenticed together.
You've never mentioned it.
Why would I? The ring brought it vastness improved.
So it was a nice ring?
It mattered. The fact is...
So what?
I'm not stealing it. My armor keeps you lot safe. And as far as I'm concerned, every swing of my hammer's another blow because the curse breakers deserve... And I refuse to be shown up by the likes of Zolt.
Very well. Why don't we go and pay him a visit?
I doubt he'd be too...
Then just this. Swallow your pride. Keeping the curse breakers armed. Provided you can do that, you'll hear no complaints from me.
What'd you say, Blackthorn? You know he's right. And it's not like you'll be going alone.
All right.
Magic. So, where do you reckon old what's-his-name is then?
In Dravost, my old village.
Dravost, eh? That rings a bell. Not far from Tabor, just north of the... Got that, Clive? Meet, and I'll make sure Blackthorn don't get cold feet.
Good luck with that.
If it's... What did you see?
Good girl.
Faster!
You deserve a rest. All right then. That was definitely anything but ordinary. Now, let's get this vine back to the yard. Time to fight. Rodriguez could have mentioned his spiders would be the size of curls.
Soil and stone!
Hopefully one won't be enough.
The free cities under sea?
Good girl. kicked out already?
No.
Why the gate?
Chief's order. I thought I'd let. I suggest.
That's what. He changed it.
No.
Hold on.
What the hell are you?
Well, it was meant to be a surprise, but since you asked so nicely, I'm here to see Zoltan, you fucking numbskull. Now let us through.
All right. Just don't go starting anything with the chief.
Yeah, I promise I won't throw the first punch. That good enough for you?
Go on then.
Much obliged.
So this is Dravosht. Not much going on, is there?
It's just... When I was a lad, you'd have to shout to be heard over the sound of hammer on anvil. Clive, you're good.
Hey, you ain't...
There's a river of bad blood between me and the chief.
All right.
I appreciate he'll be near.
Forge on there.
Good.
But if we can't fire the forges, how are we going to earn our keep?
Mama?
Hotter! Hotter, damn it, those miserable...
Pardon the
That'd be...
It's a pleasure.
I'll bet keep the gates closed. You know...
Blackthorn.
What did he...
He's travelled a long way to see you.
Yes, has he?
He's waiting.
Then I suggest...
Didn't you apprentice together?
So what if we did?
Fuck! These bearers' flames are next to bloody useless!
We're never going to be able to fire up the forges unless we can find some new crystals.
I'm a busy man, as you can see. Oh. And if you're struggling to find... That prick knows that he's not wanted here.
All right. Please, Chief.
Let me get...
As a person...
Well...
There'll be no...
Which is what if we're to... What turn the...
I left. There are two. Micah, who were late, and the other people like the kind of... It wasn't a bit, but you would have talked...
You didn't have...
Zoltan's his way of... Until the crystals run out.
It depends on how you look at it, though. There's got to be up...
Thanks to Sid's ingenuity, yeah. He saw all of this coming. Knew crystals were the problem, not the solution. And spent years coming up with ways of doing without.
You know what I mean, though, right? What I'm trying to...
Clive, Dravosht won't last long without its furnaces. So, do you think it's time we shared Sid's bellows with the world? The way I see it, it's your decision to make.
Hold on, Blackthorn. Sid made those things for us, and you'd be
All right. Do it. This place was your home. I won't abandon it to its fate. Sid's creations when it led this. Dravosht will show the world. Wouldn't you agree, Augur?
When you put it that way, of course.
Thank you, Clive.
Shall I go and fetch the plans, then?
I know I'm off, but I'll be needing some help, though. Building a furnace, isn't it? Do us a favour and round up...
all right.
And I've got a job for you too, Clive. I need leather for the bellows and nothing else was. Luckily for us.
Time for a spot of hunt. Let's make this quick, shall we? Thanks, Gal. I dare say that will be enough for a decent set of bellows.
Any trouble finding the skin?
Nothing I couldn't handle.
There should be plenty. Right then, time to put these louds to work. If everyone pulls their weight, we'll be finished in no time.
Well, I'll be damned. I honestly didn't think it'd work. But it's hot enough, all right. And without a single crystal in sight.
You know what this means, don't you?
I do, yeah. Dravost is saved.
Sorry about earlier. That thing you said
is black. What is it?
Pit coal cinders. That our secret for yours. I've always since the dead know about it. But is it any wonder?
The cinders would mean more coming.
I need to forgive him first. And that's not gonna happen.
Well, you know what they say. Oriflamme weren't built in a day and all that. These things take time. Especially when they involve two geezers who hold grudges tighter than their hammers. But what matters is, Blackthorn's got that twinkle back in his eye. And I'd call that a job well done.
So would I.
I reckon he's going to be at it a while yet, though, so why don't you head off without us? I'll see that the old git gets home safe and sound.
See that you both do. I'll save the cinders till then.
All right. It'll be a nice little surprise for him.
Yeah, the whole...
Oh, but that...
Pit coal cinder. How'd you come by? And you're sure he wanted me to have it?
I'm sure.
Huh. Yeah. You know I could never leave this place, don't you? Every time you put on mail, you and the Cursebreakers are trusting me with your lives. There's no great... I'm not about to go crawling back to Zoltan for forgiveness, but I will make good use of his cinder. And if that helps save even a single life, then he'll have my gratitude. What was it you said he called me? Huh? A genius? And he spent sleepless night trying to copy me, did he? Sounds like I better get to work. I've got a reputation to uphold.
It's good to see you back on form, Blackthorn.
I don't know how you pair put up with me sometimes, but I'm grateful all the same. Now, where was I? Oh yeah, about to put Zoltan back in his place.
Ain't got the art to tell him how similar they are. Stubborn bastards.
A little healthy competition should be good for him.
You're not wrong. Still, it's a shame him and Zoltan couldn't let bygones be bygones. No use grumbling about it now, though. Blackthorn's happy. Or as near to happy as he gets. And that's good enough for me.
Sancfordian, do you? Anything else?
He's a surly soaker.
Cid, I can't help but...
Here.
What an amazing...
It is just as I hoped. Witness how the Morganbeards have taken to the blighted soil. How they bloom with heretofore unseen vigor. Why, I dare say such a vine graft would yield similar results when applied to other specimens as well.
I'm glad I could be of assistance.
You've not only helped us, Cid. You've saved us. Do you recall the extract with which I provided you before? I took a moment to distill some more, but this time with the petals from the invigorated Morganbeards. And would you believe? Its potency has nearly doubled. You must accept this phial as thanks for your assistance.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out. It'd better all be here.
Cole said it was an army of a cash.
Thank goodness you're back.
Is this what...
Yes, I'm low. Sing it, mate. I wish...
How are you feeling?
Like...
Good.
Thank you, Day. I'm...
He's gone. Thank you. And you, Clive?
I'll see that he's properly laid to rest.
The man you helped back in the Southern Isles. On the front, I was still a child when they shipped me to their triage tent. But in such blighted lands, I was next to useless.
An art we would be lost without.
Tears of mercy were his gift to the bearers of the world. A respite from the agony of the curse's end.
And a kindness Cid would have approved of.
You know as well as I what life is like for a bearer soldier. Marched from one battle to the next, never knowing which might be your last. A commander may care nothing for the bearer spent in his service. But I've no tears left, Clive. I've seen too many of my friends taken. Something needs to change, and we need to be the one.
And we will.
I hope so.
I were right, Clive. My dad had it all worked out.
He'd be proud of you, Mid. His writings may have helped, but this achievement is all yours. Can we catch them?
The Ainayar's one of the largest, fastest vessels ever built. And it won't help she has the wind at her back. Any other ship would be hard-pressed to keep pace with her, let alone reel her in. But this isn't any other ship. This is the Enterprise! And the world's never seen anything like my dad's engine.
It certainly hasn't.
Clive, what do you know of Barnabas Tharm?
Only what the bards sing. That he sailed to Ash from southern lands. That it was his mastery of the blade which won him the throne. And that his sword, Odin's sword, can sever the very threads of creation. But don't lose any sleep over a last tilt. We'll do what we must to survive.
What we must.
The light!
I thought this cove was meant to be hidden.
Mid! Company!
Eh?
We'll hold them off until the ship is ready. But hurry!
Bollocks! All hands! Man your stations!
Everyone with me? Here they come! It needs every moment we can give her!
Behind me, Lord Rosfield.
I'll take care of these fuckers! Behind! I'll have you know, earth-breaking here. One struck fear into the heart of every man in the Twins. How are we doing, Mid? I thought you said that ship was fast! Old? I haven't got...
Feels like the coffers, you could. Without the pay, and I'll stand it back with
Nice try. That was easy enough.
All right, you lousy lot. Get your asses on board. She's ready to sail.
You heard the captain.
Clive? But I thought he was...
Confounded. Then it is as I feared. Sleipnir is no man, but a creation of Odin.
Phoenix's fiery fundament. Have you no normal enemies?
Up for another round?
Of course we are. Right, Lord Rosfield? My boy, there was a time people called me the Executioner. Those are my orders. No matter, heads will roll all the same. Mate! New plan! You leave! We follow!
Follow? Swimming, are you? Oh, bugger me! Weigh anchor! Engine's dead slow ahead!
Have care, my friends. 'Tis not blood that runs through in these veins. These foes will not fall easily, but they will fall.
Like oats before a woodman's axe. Good thing I brought one!
How long are we meant to keep this up?
As long as it takes. Unless you have a better.
Well, I've already killed at least 5 of the bastards. Fuck it! Let's do the lot!
Should we make for the ship?
Not yet. Wait for my signal.
In your own time, Clive!
Right, run for it! Now, mate!
Alright, engine full ahead! And hold on tight!
What do you want?
That's quite a mess you've made. And wholly unnecessary. You are my offering to Mythos. I would not see you damaged.
Rations! Every bell spent treading water puts another league between us and the galleon.
I don't suppose Mid has a spare engine? Since you rose from the grave, my fortunes have plummeted. Are you absolutely certain of this quest of yours, Clive? The foes you face are as terrible as they are numerous.
Aye. And they'd have us live and die on their terms, which should answer your question.
Ah. You have that same stubborn look as your father did when he set his mind to something. On the battlefield, I am but a single axe. A deadly one, mind, but a single one nonetheless. Yet what you require is 1,000, and I believe my old friend in Randalar can provide them. Take care, Clive. I have many more tales of your father's exploits to share. And I cannot very well do that if you're dead. Again.
Good luck, Uncle. And may fair winds attend you.
As for you, Joshua, take care.
I shall do my best, Uncle.
Farewell, my nephews. When next you see me, it shall be with an army at my back. Cheerio! Oh, yeah. Do keep up, my boy.
Well, we can't have him showing us up now, can we?
We would never hear the end of it.
Greek of mercy. All this. What have I done?
My lord.
Between here and Waloed, but any ship heading north has to round Zemeckis and put through the Narrow. Maintain our current bearing north-northeast, and we'll catch the Black Galleon before she vanishes again.
What's to prevent her from circling around Ash from the south?
With these winds in those waters, it'd taken forever and a fortnight to reach Stonehenge.
Mid knows what she's talking about, Clive. Better than any of us lot, anyway. I say we do as she tells.
Sails on the horizon.
She's ours. Look alive, boys! Full ahead! And keep those furnaces fed!
Aye, aye!
Do you feel that?
Jill.
All hands! Battle stations! Let's see what this girl can do.
Where one leads, so does the other follow. The bond of consciousness which joins them, condemning both to the same fate. Yet my every attempt to strike it from their hearts serves only to tighten its hold. Fascinating. But then, there is naught my blade cannot sever.
Great Gregor's gosh!
Barnabas.
Harder port! Heads down, you brutes! And brace for impact!
It's now or never.
I'll find her.
Bloody hell! Harder starboard!
Where did you hide her, Barnabas?
Captain down!
It's over.
Stay down!
will fight at last.
I need to hurry.
Watch us, Bill. We're all going to die.
boss. And only
Jill!
You came.
Get back.
Clive, how did you...
I'll explain later. Hands. Can you walk?
Out of here I can.
stand still!
Phoenix. Are you not the dominant of fire? I see naught before me but a guttering flame.
In earnest, then.
Can you go on?
I think so. But to where?
What did you do to Joshua?
The Phoenix? Oh, I expect he will survive. This consciousness in which you coil your feeble souls is grown thick with desperation. And thus has my master turned to my blade. The world will soon be painted in black. And all that live shall gather in death's autumn wake.
Not if we remove the cause of this misery. Not if we destroy the last of the Mother Crystals and restore balance to the world.
Come. Do you truly think it's so simple? The Blight is inevitable. Not even the Almighty might stop its endless march. Your efforts will avail us naught. Naught, that is, but suffering. You must embrace the truth, Mythos. Accept your place with the Lord.
Keep it. As long as there's a chance, there's a choice.
Ever led astray by your blind resolve.
Now, it is time you learn the inevitability of your divine fate. However much it may hurt.
Get as far away as you can.
Clive, no.
Trust me, Jill.
We don't have to do this.
Oh, but we do. If only to remind you of your duty. Let's try. Rise, Mythos. In the short time since our last meeting, you have grown much. As a vessel, I fear my lord will still find you lacking. All this fire and fury, for what? Stopping the Blight. A foolish notion fed to you by a foolish man. How dare you? You know naught of this world nor of our place in it. If our fates were so easily rewritten, we would all be gods. Nice try. Titan! I have seen enough. If reason cannot sway you, there are other means of persuasion that might. Let's try. Fine hand. Defend yourself. You've been given. And thus is the light of hope severed. You would yield so soon. Never.
Clive!
Do you not see? Your iron will weighs you down, dragging you ever further from your purpose.
And what is my purpose?
Mythos. Who are we? What are the dominants? The breath of the Creator still warm on our lips. We carry his light that we might guide the masses in his name. We are but mighty acts of God.
We are more than that.
You would be nothing without what he has granted you. The power we wield is his, and yet every time we draw upon it, it wears away at our very being. It breaks us. It unmakes us, that its immaculate aspect might reveal itself. The icon. It is too much for even his chosen few. Apart from you, Mythos. You wield the might of many, yet your body does not answer for its avarice.
What are you saying?
What I am saying is that we dominants are a means to an end. We were created for you, that you might drink deep of our strength and thereby fulfill your divine purpose.
Which is?
To feed. As you would know, could you only look beyond the walls of your prison of self-regard. As long as you choose to ignore this, you shall never penetrate my defenses. Still, you may take solace in the fact that you are not alone in your plight. The chains of volition shackle all of mankind, but there is yet cause to rejoice. For the Lord, in his mercy, has taken pity on his flawed creations, and shall see them restored to their proper forms.
And what exactly would that be?
Why, loyal servants to God. No.
Manners, Lord Rosfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
You mean to turn everyone Akashic?
Not turn, Mythos. Turn back. For too long has mankind been led astray by their clamorous wills. It is time they return to a world of quiet equality, where they might once more know salvation.
Salvation? And abandon everything we hold dear?
We don't need your salvation. We'll save ourselves, and we'll do it on our own terms. Not yours. And not your gods.
With every defiant expression of your will, the tighter the chains of consciousness become. But perhaps that fact may be put to use.
Clive!
The faster it binds you to the remaining dominance, the stronger your hunger will become. Until it leads you back to the only answer there ever was. Mayhap not by the path my master intended, but back all the same.
Ash is not far. I could freeze a path.
You're in no fit state.
Probably not, but I can try. Don't look back!
hope the others are safe.
The Enterprise was clear of the gap when we fell. They made it, Jill. And they will have seen the ice where it led. We need only wait till dawn. This is the second time Barnabas has bested me. I'm powerless against him.
And maybe there really is nothing else for it but to give yourself to his master. Only you won't do that. The Clive I know would never do that.
So you believe? But do you really know me? If what Barnabas said was true, then I'm more monster than man. And each time I summon the flames from within, I burn away the things that make me who I am.
Do you, though? Think of what you've used that power for. Of all the people you've saved. It doesn't matter how or by whom it was granted, only how you choose to use it. And you've chosen to use it for good, haven't you?
I've also used it to kill. What if that's my purpose? What if it's all I'm good for?
You're still that same boy I grew up with. Always so eager to save everyone around you, and yet always so alone. Because you failed to realize the one thing that needed saving most of all. You, Clive. You. You never once took the time to save yourself.
Myself. I think I might be beyond saving.
No one is beyond saving. Provided they want to be saved. You fight to survive. And you survive so that you may protect those you love. It's what you do. What you've always done. And I know you're not about to change. So I'm going to help you. To give you what you need to protect us all.
Jill. Are you sure? If this is what you want, then...
Don't worry, Clive. It is. This burden, I'll give you the strength to bear it alone.
But I'm not alone. These burdens I carry, my sins, my pain, my sorrow, I see now that they are all a part of me. If I am to continue on, having pledged my life to those I love, then I will gladly bear your burdens too, until my last breath.
Clive.
I promise you, Jill, we will find a way to escape this fate. Find a way to save each other. That we might one day look upon the moon again, together.
And I promise you, Clive, that I will be there, no matter what you must become.
I know. I never thought a smile could bring me so much joy.
What of Barnabas? Do we pursue him?
No. Our paths will cross again soon enough. Whether we like it or not. Besides, there is something we must do first.
Of course. Drake's spine. The last Mother Crystal.
The Einherjar is at the bottom of the sea. Waloed won't dare move on Storm without her. But they know we're coming now. We'll need a plan. And a damn good one at that.
Then let's go home and find one. Ash will have to wait.
Mid says Odin split the sea in two. But it's tall.
I struggle to believe it myself.
I see your uncle isn't with you.
He stayed with the Enterprise. After our brush with the Einherja, she was in urgent need of repair. We're to join him there when we're ready to sail for Ash.
You sure that's wise? Last I heard, the place was still overrun with Akashic.
Show me a city where that isn't true. Ultima's plague is spreading.
We're running out of time, aren't we? We've done our best to shore up that hideaway. But I doubt a few planks will stop what's coming. Still, we'll keep at it.
Let's hope so. We should visit Joshua, assuming Talia will allow it.
How are you doing? Quick look.
Seen enough?
heard the bad news.
What bad news?
About Dravos. Well, anyway, the mine...
And the village?
Safe from the flood. Zoltan and the others are living on Doris sent a few... If something ain't...
I won't let that happen.
Didn't think you would.
Does Blackthorn?
I thought it might be better if he... You reckon we should tell him?
No.
Yeah.
She don't mean
How was she? The Enterprise, I mean. I'm escorted. Let's only trap and I.
If it's for the... Oh. So...
We've got...
Awful. So
that, we've got... So that's but only there's one and an...
Oh.
Miss, can we read Miss Editor's story for our lesson today?
Canva lost.
Have you tried Molly's lemon tarts?
Trouble with your gear, or... So, what'll it be? Not bad, if I do say so myself. And?
The stew's awfully thin.
I will not forget this kindness, my lord. I shall go to Eastport, but as soon as the rebuilding work is complete, I promise to return.
There's no way of knowing if Doris will confide in me. But I can speak to her.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of Papio nuts and all.
Clive. Coin purse weighing you down? It'd better all be here. Finished, are you?
Come back. Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them.
Where are you?
Can I help you, Sid?
I'm looking for Doris. Is she here?
I'm afraid not. She's at Martha's Rest on a job. My job, actually. When she heard what the mission was, she...
Did she? What was the mission?
Following up on some new information. Once they'd settled in, the bearers you helped liberate in the Dragon's Eyrie were keen to talk about their imprisonment. And about their captor.
The slaver Cole's team were tracking when they were attacked by the Beastmen. I'll go and find her. She's at Martha's Rest, you say?
If she's not moved on already, yes. I hope everything's all right.
Why would Doris insist on going alone? Maybe Cole was right to be worried. Doris should be somewhere nearby. Assuming she's still here.
Just because the heavens have gone to rack and ruin, it don't really have to.
Nearly done.
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
It's been a pleasure, Doris. Just like old times.
I'll give your offer some thought, my lady.
How goes the investigation?
Sid, what brings you to Martha's Rest?
You. I heard you were out here on your own, tracking our slaver. I trust you're being careful.
Of course. And it had to be me. The bearers from the Dragon's Eyrie confirmed a long-held suspicion of mine that the slaver we've been tracking is an old acquaintance. She's no fool.
That was her just now, wasn't it? So, was it a fruitful reunion?
I'd say so. She tried to recruit me. Seems her time in Rosaria is coming to an end. She's abducted bearers from across the region and is looking to smuggle them back into Sanbreque. After her brush with those beastmen on the road to Northreach, she hired herself an Imperial escort, which she wants me to join. She's dangerous, Sid, but I think I can stop her.
Then I'm going with you. I'll take care of the escort. You can see the bearers to safety. Where are they?
The Baum Archers, soon to break camp. You go on ahead. I'll follow once I've sent word back to the hideaway.
I'd like you to see. I'll keep at a feast as if though they've lived small. And if you're so wait.
All right.
Thanks. There.
Gysahl greens.
Not the most mouth-watering crop, I'll admit. But they're hardy, they grow fast, and they fill a hole. Better that than something that'll wither away at first frost. And chocobos love 'em too, which is no small thing. When I say all of us need to pull together to get Eastpool back on its feet, I mean all of us. They ain't exactly succulent, but cook 'em right, and they're just about bearable.
I'll take your word for it.
Anyway, Sir Wade'll know what to do with them. And if he don't, well, I'll go up there and show him myself.
I'm sure you will.
Guardian's saying you're supposed to...
Ah, Lord Rossfield. What bring...
A delivery.
These are Gizal green seeds. Martha's keen to cut the apron strings then, is she? I jest, of course. You see, I had thought we might be able to revive the old wheat fields, but they'd long since gone to seed, only without the seeds.
Martha was hoping he might be able to show the bearers how to plant and tend these, so that they'll be able to fend for themselves.
That's not a bad idea. These bearers had only recently escaped their bonds before we brought them here. They know little of freedom, of providing for themselves and their loved ones. Unless we teach them how to live like free men, I fear that all we have achieved in bringing them here is to exchange not that much. It's about... Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late to focus on much besides bolstering our defenses. There have been alarming reports of...
The Horde is closing in. They're coming, so wait, all of them.
Time it all. I thought we'd have more time. Gather the men in the square. Send to the rest for reinforcements.
Yes, Sir Wade.
The Horde.
A Kashek, a veritable legion of them. They've been seen prowling around the northern reaches for a while now. We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that size. I had hoped to build a perimeter wall so that myself and the Guardians might be able to defend the village, but...
Now you're out.
Precisely.
What if...
You mean the best?
So wait, they mean...
You're right, I will... My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
You would send us to the slaughter, to serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will. A home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place. Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
What are you doing?
All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together. For Eastpool! For Eastpool! Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Well...
Thanks to you.
Me?
Lord Ross...
So what?
We'll divide upon...
You're going to...
I am. By with luck and for...
The sound, I'd say, please.
Ha!
Sir, wait!
Then you know we work each for us.
For us.
We've no time to argue, my lord. I'll do as you ask.
And I will do as you ask.
Suppose we'd better do our bit too, then, eh?
Right you are, Martha.
The calm before the storm. And here it comes. I will not let this village fall. Finished. Too slow. Looks like that's the last of them.
Lord Rossfield! Change of plan!
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic Curl's been sighted on Rhiannon's Ride and is headed in their direction.
Well, the better half of her guard is here. So wait, how many Akashic remain in East Pool?
Hard to say. My men are still facing some resistance, but I think the worst is behind us. I could order a detachment or two to fall back and...
No, you stay. I'll go off. Join me.
If you're... May the
Next one's mine.
Let's go.
Yeah!
Time to fight.
It's over.
All right. Back to Eastpool.
Lord Rossfield.
It's dead.
I hesitate.
I think it...
We say... Thank you.
No, you brought...
We never had no, but now we do.
Forgive, but there's no... We're free. We have...
And we shall. This is our...
They'll have a...
Come on.
This village...
They're not slaves anymore.
No. They're Rosarians. Your father took pity on the bearer's plight, and I believe if he were still with us today, this is what he would have wanted.
I believe you might be right.
I shall remain here, my lord, and do what I can to help rebuild the village. After all, this is my home now too. And I could hardly call myself an Eastpoolian if I didn't pull my weight.
I think you'll find it's Eastpudlian, Sir Wade. But you should be proud all the same. I'll have to pull my weight too. Can't have the rest getting outclassed. Speaking of which, I ought to be getting back.
Can we continue to count on your support, Martha?
Of course, and I'll be counting on yours too. Us Rosarians have got to stick together, haven't we?
Indeed we have.
And Clive, come by the Golden Stables when you get the chance. I ain't paid you for delivering them seeds yet.
All right. I will.
Lord Rossfield, do you remember our very first mission together? Clearing the goblins from the Stillwind Marshes?
How could I forget?
There's one sight that I shall never forget. You, facing off against that giant. Since that day, there have been more than a few times when I felt like when the odds seemed... But every time, I would think back to be a shield. Know that whatever trials Eastpool may face...
So Wade, you have always been a true shield. I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of it...
Thank you. I know the rest of the world will be safe in yours.
I'll do my best.
The heat is not...
I
take...
Thank you.
Enough.
Well,
I know, though you know,
I take...
Well, in fact... He showed up. Founder knows what he thought I was. Me, I thought, and before I knew it, the cheeky arse was rattling on. It told me I was giving them relief, but got right under my skin. And do you know what he did? And then I did the same.
And you what?
Well, we both just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time Elwyn became Archduke? Growing up, I saw how he tried to change things. He certainly didn't lack for ambition, that one.
Indeed, but the loftier one's ambitions, the harder they are to achieve. Which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to finish what people like Sid and my
Suppose you're right. And if we don't manage it, good thing we've got a few it's almost enough to... Anyway, better get back to work. The least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve is a hot meal.
That sounds like a wonderful idea. Ready, girl? Good. How did Doris?
We've waited
Matt, just...
with all haste. I presume we've suffered...
yes.
Oh, it appears we have company. Kill him.
You're welcome to try.
It's over.
So much for your escort.
You'll forgive me for not avenging my men. I'm not the...
Cid!
Ah, Doris. You know, but casting...
Better fighting... I'm sorry, Cid. This woman, my former master, she raised me like a daughter.
It wasn't all terrible. You were always so eager to... But you proved yourself a... How about it, my little dagger?
I never swore my blade to you. To liberate the bear. Farewell, master.
You always were a right... Perhaps that's the reason I love...
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be, and she no longer has friends in high places. The Dame does, though. Her connections at the Imperial Court will see that justice is done.
All right.
I am. And thank you.
And I should head back to the hideaway and...
Welcome back, Cid. Doris is...
With any luck, Owen.
I'd been hoping it. So this... She's been a... She won't be kind of mean.
I'm sure it will.
Hope so. You had quite... Anyway.
Keep up the good work. Let's go. Thanks, Gal. I'll need to deal with these ones first. Nice try. Now to find this spherical echo. This is it. Right then. Just to find.
There were ghosts at the gates not days ago.
Those things I said before.
Oh, my wards and I'm...
What's happened?
The High
Card?
Leader of the... Not that any...
And what does he...
He wants a foundation. He's all...
He would...
believe.
What does Captain... When the town...
How? A man. The captain. No. Forgiven them.
Who could blame them?
Clive, would you, for your services, and unlike Philippe, well...
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
Tell me then. Well, in the garrison? All right. I may have met this duke before, at the Remembrance ceremony. Let's hope I didn't make a strong impression.
Halt! Oh, sorry about that. You got some business with the captain?
No, actually. With the Duke. I was hoping I might be able to speak with him.
We're under orders not to let any... But you should be all right. His Eminence has heard all about you and your... Wait here.
So, you are the sellsword who lent his aid to the... And I shall... Tell me, is it wealth that you seek?
Neither, Your Eminence. I thought only to inquire about your plan to turn Northreach into a stronghold.
Ah, you are worried the expanded garrison will... Yet you needn't be. A proud fighting pride of place, in fact. But no more. For it is they who shall see the Holy Empire rebuilt.
Why here, Your Eminence?
The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely unscathed, which is more than... The Empire wants for a capital, and I believe Northreach to be the perfect place. With Caer Norvent as her citadel. Once we have seen to the refortification of both the town and the castle, we need only build a wall around both to create a city that would be the envy of the twins. Plans are already soon enough. These thralls...
I fear you underestimate how dangerous these creatures are, Your... Should they return in force, you will need all the people of Northreach to come together in defense of the...
The people will do as their leaders command. If Sanbreque is to be rebuilt, one whose authority is... That is why this... So that any man who wishes to join the army might do so. And yet there are...
I suspect they're afraid of losing what little they have left.
Precisely. The common folk have... You would sow the seeds of your new empire.
Sabine.
Yes, and I told you then how...
Without an empire, there are no citizens.
And in yours, there will be only beggars. Is that what Grieger wills for...
Do not take her name in vain.
I'll come back later. The citizens revolt. I wonder what the people really think of the Duke's plan. It wouldn't hurt to ask them, Let's begin with those on the other side of the wall.
Nothing like a little unrest. Fill the coffers, huh?
I've been...
Okay, I'm with... Just...
What?
Just, I want...
No, it's fine now if the... I heard the dame got an icon to rid the man over.
What do you...
You bit... Well, whatever...
Well, the people seem united enough. What about the soldiers?
There were ghosts at the gates not days ago.
Those things I said before.
wondered if...
I'm the thing, and if...
You're on the... What do you... Is it as if...
I left everything. As long as you remain, the veil...
I did. Oh, no. What? Let's see what Philippe makes of all this.
Sabine, you are embarrassing me.
Captain.
For you, thank you. How can
I want you into this much, Philippe?
That's right.
Well.
Thank you. Well, thanks again.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that, if nothing else.
Were you able...
I what?
Well, though they just...
Sadly, I fear needless to soul, and not just...
I thought that thank you.
I don't... What happened to your uniform?
I handed it in, along with... Told the lads I wished them well, but that I owe it. Because I realized what really matters to me. Not following some nobleman's orders for the sake of it. Protecting North. I honestly don't know when those monsters will return, but I'm certain they're not finished with us yet. And when they do come back, we need to be ready for them. We need to stand together. With you to lead us, milady, I reckon we can do it. It was you who finally convinced me, Clive. There's no point following orders if they go against everything you believe.
Indeed.
All of us. That has always been Northreach's best hope. And one which still lies. We have only to turn our attentions to the true enemy. Thank you, Philippe, for showing me what I must do.
Anything for you, milady. Speaking of standing together, I fear his...
Not at all.
Wouldn't be the first time.
There may be hope for North, especially with men like you and Philippe. I, for my part, shall continue to work upon the Duke, but I suspect I shall have to call upon your aid again. Until then, Clive.
Until then.
Ready, go? Faster!
This might take a while. to go.
Ah,
that is good.
Yes, but I still. You could...
What is it?
Nothing. Fine.
All right.
Thanks.
What's happened?
Don't blame. I know. No, but.
Is something wrong?
Bonnie came to the talk. They've reached the price, but the
You had no opportunity.
None at all.
Elle?
And with good reason.
But I thought we were part of the...
It's not. This isn't I'm going...
Alone?
Are you offering? How can you go to... Even if I fail, someone needs to prepare...
Oh, and that's...
Well...
For me to... Should never join. She means...
You have to...
You're right. If Elle's... So I bid... I'll gather... You go to...
I'll do my best. All right. To Randalar, then. And I'll keep Eloise waiting.
What I wouldn't give for a hot meal. Looks like this is the end of the road.
When are they gonna let us through?
Faster!
Did you arrange just...
Here they are now.
You wished to consult with...
I did. We had all...
You missed... It was only... And so...
I did not. But what is...
Alas, you what? We rarely take on such. The bearers belong...
Who is your buyer?
A trade... I most... He insisted the bearer... That's what...
I wouldn't know.
Oh, yeah. They pay good money for...
That does no matter then. If they've already left our shore, and with it, my interest in joining your organization.
My associates will be sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry you weren't able to save...
As am I. He was right. The Silver Peak Consortium did. Their representative hinted at a possible purchase when he came. I feigned interest in joining them in the hope he might be encouraged to tell me more. As soon as he left, I sent my own offer to Randall.
So you know...
No. I entertained the Consortium's proposal so I was a fool to think they wouldn't find out. I knew
You tried.
I did. And if what he said was true, the bearers are to be well treated. which is something. They deserved more. I wanted so badly to see them freed.
Eloise! Eloise! Word from Cashlock. A pack of beasts have come down from the mountains. Theo and the others are trying to hold... They need help.
Theo!
I'll go on ahead.
Thank you, Clive. I'll gather some men and join you there. Just...
Hold on, Theo. Where's the...
Up, Rip! He led... Just...
I can do... Time to fight. Where are you, Theo? Damn it. The earth's too thick. These creatures have already turned.
Farewell! Waken winds!
I can't waste any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does. Looks like it's found me. This thing's turned as well. This isn't going to be easy. Theodore, you had me worried for... We have to get you out of here.
I think it might be a little too late for that. Bearer or no, there's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Cid, for finishing what I could not. For keeping Elle's dream.
Theodore! So will you!
Elle.
Theodore.
Take care of my sister.
Theodore. Wait.
Goodbye, Elle.
Thank you, Clive. I think I'll be all right now.
That was true bravery he showed. Leading the dragon away from the village like that. His first instinct was always to protect people. To put others' well-being before his own.
And now he's gone. Because I sent him to that place, against his will.
It wasn't against his will. He was ready to do whatever it took to show you he could stand on his own. So that you would finally be free to live your own life.
To live my own life? He never could come to terms with the choice I made.
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the first bearer you ever helped.
We grew up in Canva. We were born to one of the great trading houses. And I was chosen to inherit the family business. I had my father's head for figures, you see. Theo did not. While I studied the art of commerce, he played at soldiers instead. A late bloomer. In more ways than one. For unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his 15th summer that his powers awakened. My parents tried to drive him out of the house and into the care of the constables. But before they could, I took him into mine.
Theo told me something else. He clearly admired your devotion to the cause of freeing others like him from slavery. But he said you deserved a better life than this. He wanted to free you from what he called your bonds, just as you freed him from his.
I would be lying if I said I had not wondered from time to time how much easier my life might have been if I had allowed Theo to be taken and devoted myself to the family business instead. But I have never regretted the decision I made. Being with my brother meant more to me than tradition or reputation. I only had to look at him to remind myself of that night and the choice I made, and the fact that I would make the same choice again in a heartbeat. He was never a burden. How could he even think that? If anything, I was the one who weighed him down.
You weren't, Eloise. He said it himself, that he had always been grateful to you for saving him, and that he wanted to repay you by letting you live the life you were denied. Neither you nor Theo weighed each other down. You loved one another. You did whatever was necessary to continue living your lives together, and you always would have.
You're right. All I ever wanted, all I ever did, it was so we could be together. Oh, Theo, why did you have to...
I know Theo wanted me to move on, but I'm staying here at the Crimson Caravans to continue our work. We can make a difference here. We can help people, save them. I need nothing more from life than that. So I'll carry on doing what we do, ensuring that goods, people, bearers get where they need to be, bringing smiles to people's faces just like we always have, and to Theo's. Wherever he is. This is the life I have chosen. The life I will always choose.
I've made a choice of my own, to continue helping you however I can. Whenever you need it.
Thank you, Clive. Let's go on together then. For Theodore.
That's all of them. Owain can uncross his toes now.
Everything's back the way it was. I don't know how they did it.
Take that, you know.
Clive!
I just wanted to see how the town...
All is absolutely and firmly at the helm. Just...
Are you a lord? They're going to make him the Lord of Dal...
But if the people... Speaking of menaces, there may be a rather worrying one just over the horizon.
May there indeed.
I'm afraid the example Conrad and Natalie set in putting aside their differences and presenting a united front might have caught the bandits' attention. And they might have elected to take a similar approach. They have formed what one could call a League of Outlaws, and they grow more organized by the day.
We'll fight them all off just like last time. No matter how many of them there are. Won't we, Lubor?
Of course we will. If we continue to work together, we can overcome any challenge we choose to face. The longer we avoid facing this one, the more difficult it will be. Until our best hope is to nip these efforts at organization in the bud. By finding those ne'er-do-wells who have yet to join the cause, and ensuring that they never do. Perhaps a certain Lord Underhill might be willing to lend us his aid once more?
How could I...
Victim, I haven't...
I'll go and...
What's the difference between a lord and a mayor?
A League of Outlaws. Sounds like we have some competition. Still in Dalaman.
Ah,
I thought you'd have returned to Cosnes by now.
I did. I've Davin sent...
You're not the...
What?
He asked for my aid, and he said that you might be able to help me.
Then you've come. There are more camps, but we must...
All right.
There's one upriver.
Leave it with me. Good girl.
Faster! Those ne'er-do-wells.
That must be the camp Victor mentioned. Come on then, Toggle.
That's him! The one who killed God and Fingers! Take his head off!
I'd better let Victor know.
Cid, where are you? Ah, I see the bandits didn't pose you any trouble.
No, but... that's not why you're here, is it?
No.
What is it?
The Holt is saying that...
What?
Seems that some of them can win, and without it, but that's it is if he had still.
Fuck.
I don't know where.
You're right. And now everyone knows.
Wes, we just...
There's nothing to be sorry for. All that matters to me is that... Look at him talk.
All lies, I'll wager.
Once people make up their minds, we need to do something. Convince the people not to let...
You're right.
I'm glad you agree. I'm a down. You head to the tap. They know, Lord.
I'll do what I... Lubor, I can't promise anything. And that is all.
Why are you taking the bearers?
Why do they always have to make such a...
He knew all along that he...
Forgive me for disturbing.
As have I. The room...
He'll never be mayor now. Not if...
But what if his wares? In this...
Lenient...
I'm sorry, my lord, but he lied to us.
So what do you propose?
Perhaps, and they will
The townsfolk have made their minds up.
Nor I.
You never know. Once...
All right.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearers' side?
I assume... there's still hope. But perhaps not in this lifetime.
You mustn't think like that, Lubor. We'll talk some sense into...
No. And your efforts would...
But Lubor...
Rosina would often tell me that steel does not lie. Let yourself be true. Rather an ironic one, but I do not doubt that she was always true to... And so must I be. I must do what I... And now, I must embrace my new role of villain so that the people of Dalimil have something to unite against. For only united can they hope to stand against the threat that awaits them. I'll need to make a suitably dramatic exit, of course.
Don't go, Lubor. You're the only one who was ever kind to us. We'll be all alone. Again.
Trust me, little ones. It is for the best that I go. Not only for the town, but for you, too.
How could it possibly be for the best? These children need you. The least you can do is give the townspeople a chance to change their minds.
I would not take it, Victor. It's over.
Over, you say? And so just like that, you're going to throw this town and these children to the wolves? I thought you were better than this. But it seems you had me fooled as well.
Victor.
Forget it. Do what you will.
You sure you're making the right choice, Lubor? Of those available to me, I believe it's the best one. Yes. Ah, but where are my manners? Here. A reward for clearing out that bandit camp. Right then. I have packing to do. If there's anything I can do. Anything. I'll bear it in mind. Thank you.